girl that came out to say that she was raped. Now, throughout yesterday, with every chance that I got, I make sure I called the girl to know how she's doing, to check up on her. Now, the previous day, I was on the phone with her and the Ogun State PRO. After speaking with her, the Ogun State PRO said, okay, very dark man, for us to start investigation, as you know, she'll need to go to the nearest police station, and we arrange policemen for her to talk to her, and so that she can give them statements, then we can start investigating immediately. So that they don't go, and I started talking to the girl. Now, I spoke to this girl yesterday. The last time we spoke was around 12:07 a.m. We spoke about a lot of things, right? Before I start, I'm very happy with the way Nigerians handled the matter. For the very first time, I saw social media and I was wowed. Everybody dropped sentiment, especially the women. They all dropped sentiment. I went on TikTok, I went on Instagram, and I was so proud. And shout out to Immunizer as well. I saw your analysis. So stop. What has stopped today, Basha? Because this matter is very, very deep. It's really, really deep. Now let's go to the first video that she made. Then you will understand how rare this case is. And I like to say this case is peculiar, very rare. It's even the first of its kind. For the very first time, somebody came out to say that she was raped. Usually, when they come and say they grape, when woman say they grape her, she go point hand. Now this so person, his name is so. This is his picture. This is how he looks. He went to this so school. But for the very first time, there's nothing like that. The rapist is anonymous. For the very first time. See, there's a big problem and it's very, very deep. Very, very deep. Now let's go to the first video that she made. Let's watch it together.
I got raped yesterday in my apartment. February 15th in the morning. I have insomnia. If I'm not drunk or I can't sleep. So the Saturday I drank and like it wasn't working, but I needed to be high enough so I could sleep. My eyes were tired, but I couldn't sleep. I slept around 6 a.m. and around 9, I heard knocking on my door, and I thought maybe it's one of my neighbors because it's Sunday morning. Most of them.
Now, you see, this is the starting of that video that she posted the first time. From the starting, not that she put this towards the end. Before she started saying the story, she started with something. She said, I have insomnia. Then she went on to say, if I don't get drunk or high, I cannot sleep. Then she went on to say, on that day that it happened, at around 6 a.m., she could not sleep. Then she took alcohol. But she needed to be high enough to sleep. You see, this is a problem. And a very, very big problem. Insomnia on its own is a very big problem. And it's very, very dangerous to the human body and to your mentals, to your health. Insomnia alone, let alone drinking and getting high. You see, that's 3 problems. So that's why I say, is she a victim of a rapist or is she a victim of self-inflicted pain or self-torture?
I go first comfort them.
Now, let's look at insomnia. Or you can ask doctor, what is insomnia? Insomnia is when you cannot sleep and the body needs sleep to function well. Insomnia is when you cannot sleep. Now, what is the negative effect of insomnia? I'll go straight to the key negative effect of insomnia. And it says, physical health risk. Increased risk in high blood pressure, heart disease, diabetes, obesity, and weakened immune system. Mental health issues, heightened risk of anxiety, depression, mood swing, cognitive difficulty, such as memory loss, brain fog, and reduced focus. You see, these are the key negative effects of insomnia. We are not going to go to the negative effect of alcohol or getting high. Let's use insomnia first. You see, already there's a big problem. So she's already a victim of herself. Now, let's now assume that she now finally point hand at somebody and say, "Na very dark man, I grape me." There's already a defense for very dark man. Because in the starting of her video, she said something. She said, I have insomnia. I need to get drunk or high before I can sleep. So the defense somebody like very dark man will use will say, well, it is not me. Even if I did it, I'll say it's not me, because she already said that she took alcohol and she got high. So it's possible that she was even hallucinating. I never touched her. So you see, so there's a problem. The girl is going through a problem. Now, when I spoke to her, I told her, I said, Madam, okay, after I listened to her, I said, you know what, I need to send you some money so that you can take care of yourself while you are at the hospital. Because if you remember, I did a video with her. I made a video call with her. When I asked her a question, I said, doctor's report. Then she said, oh, that the nurse told her to sit on hot water and blah, blah, blah. Now, and I texted her. And I sent her money. I tried to send her 500K, it didn't go through. I tried to send 300, it didn't go through. I tried to send 200, it didn't go through. Then I sent 100K. Then I said this. I said, I think the money I want to send is bigger than what the accounts can receive. Then she said, yes, sir. Then I said, hold on to the 100K first. When it finishes, let me know. Then she said, okay, sir. I said, how is your health now? She said, my chest burn is serious. It's hard for me to breathe. And my tummy hurts when I eat, sir. I said, sorry for everything. We will get the boy or man. Can you remember his face? Now, this is where my own investigation started. Because I am confused. I don't know what is going on. But something definitely happened. Because you cannot just wake up and then just boom. Something happened. But what is it? I'm not sure. Right? Then I said, can you remember his face? Then she said, he is tall, it's small beard, dark skin, and tall. Immediately I saw dark skin and tall. I said, this is the most random thing that comes to a woman's mind when you ask her to give a description. Now, if you ask a woman, tell me your spec, most of them will say, I like a man that is tall, dark, and handsome. So you see, dark skin and tall was a very random thing for her to say in my own book. So I said, okay, this place is off. Something, I need to go further with this. Then I said, okay, the most important thing now is to make sure you are safe and to make sure you are okay health-wise. You said something about you sitting down on a bucket of hot water to get the blade out of you. Did that work? If you remember, I called her, asked her for reports. Then she said, oh, she sat down on hot water, the nurse, blah, blah, blah. She said, to heal the cut, yes, the cut is getting better, but I got my period too. It was very messy. So I said, so sorry that all of this is happening to you. The girl that came out to say that she was raped. Now, throughout yesterday, with every chance that I got, I make sure I called the girl to know how she's doing, to check up on her. Now, the previous day, I was on the phone with her and the Ogun State PRO. After speaking with her, the Ogun State PRO said, okay, very dark man, for us to start investigation. As you know, she will need to go to the nearest police station, and we arrange policemen for her to talk to her, and so that she can give them statements. Then we can start investigating immediately, so that the person will grape her, will go far. We will make sure, say, we arrest the person. So after that, I hung up and I started talking to the girl. Now, I spoke to this girl yesterday. The last time we spoke was around 12:17 a.m. And we spoke about a lot of things, right? Before I start, I'm very happy with the way Nigerians handled the matter. For the very first time, I saw social media and I was wowed. Everybody dropped sentiment, especially the women. They all dropped sentiment. I went on TikTok, I went on Instagram, I went on Facebook. The women are saying the same thing. That, madam, your story does not add up. How come you go talk say you drink sniper? And after you drink sniper, you still go hospital. You say, no. The women were all saying the same thing. This story does not add up. No sentiment. Everybody was only facts. Facts. Nigerian women, facts. They don't say, oh, Nagel. I was so proud. And shout out to Immunizer as well. I saw your analysis. It was top notch. But here's the truth. You see that girl is a victim. She's a true victim. She's a victim.